Blessed ones of the nations of the world. Thus is your brother Dan Moses, or say your Sakoti of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony, New World Disorder, from the land of Ghana, the land of my birth, the land of my nativity. Before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahale, Shagitam, welcome, Nganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Bengalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, o San de Zua, Enkwan de Hena, Mitash, Duboro, Pejaluvat, Bine Vinit, Barigalos, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, welcome, Estan, Hozot, Walam, Anuman, bienvenido, Namaste, Swagatam, Kush Amadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Huanyong Haminida, Huangin, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Mia Wezo, Akwaba, to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Testimony, New World Disorder, as we know, is the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have chosen to be the very people that have for years, for almost 15 years and over, dealt with us by deception, delusion, and willful lies, having brought humanity and the nations of the world into this total global helplessness. But blessed ones, we must be guided that all that we are seeing in on the nations of the world, they are just the wings of the agenda being pursued against humanity and the nations of the world, which agenda is to come after your soul, to take over your soul, my soul, the souls of humanity and the nations of the world. That is the agenda being pursued. All that we are seeing on the nations of the world, they are the wings of it, which come as a diversionary tactics to the ulterior agenda. So you are in a moment of decision, to make a decision as to whether you will let the soul takers, soul thieves, to take over your soul and lead you to perpetual damnation in hell, or you will let the maker of your soul, the giver of life, to take over your life and your soul, to lead you for life in eternity. As for me and my two tortured and abducted children, as for me and my house, my families in Ghana, we shall serve the Lord, and I commend him to you. Christ Jesus is my Lord, and I commend him gladly to you. Blessed ones of the nations of Akwaba, to the program Testimony, New World Disorder, humanity and the nations of the world. This expose is coming to us from Dawenya of the Greater Accra region of Ghana, where I reside. Blessed ones, we would want to get understanding that we have taken off, and we are going to we shall start getting deeper from this time forth. And even in beginning, we want to bring some issues for us to think about, for the noble people of Dawenya, Ghana, Greater Accra region, humanity to think about. But before we get on that, let's establish this very quick, that we are out of the US. We are in Ghana now. The central focus of the global event is no longer America. Humanity and the nation are America, Ghana, Africa. We must watch closely the government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo. Everything that is happening on the nations of the world, the central focus is Ghana and the government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo. Let's watch them closely and we shall get some understanding as to what is happening to the human race. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder, and Akwaba to Ghana. It is these evil minds of these two nations, Ghana and America, Joe Biden and his administration, they are playing the world. They are dealing with humanity so treacherous and diabolically, with the government of Nana Addo Akufo having brought humanity to this state. Let's watch them closely, even as we have begun the exposés in Ghana. Blessed ones of the nations of the world, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Humanity, there is a revolution which calls not for the blood of any man, and which revolution began over 15 years ago, as far back as 2006. Since evil minds in Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo Addo and his cronies, the US government, the FBI, the US intelligence community, planted the US undercover agent in church to seek to trouble America and the nations of the world. There has been a peaceful, non-weaponry and non-violent revolution that have gone on the quiet for so long, up till this very time. And it's all about the fact and the truth that the African people are no subhumans to any humans. As to whether the African people, the Ghanaian people, can continue to be killed in pursuit of global agenda against the truth that all men are created equal or not. There are millions upon millions in America that are against this evil that is being pursued at the expense of the blood of the Ghanaian people, at the expense of the blood of the innocent people of Africa. This revolution has gone on the quiet for so long. Are the African people subhumans to the rest of the human race? And can we continue to be killed in pursuit of global agenda, where Ghana has been turned into a stupid state, where our politicians, diplomats, religious leaders are killed in pursuit of global agenda? Can it be justified and continue such coward secret terrorism? Should it continue against the Ghanaian people, or humanity would never come to accept it? There are two sides of it. There are those that are Ghanaians and yet believe that they are for the pursuers of that agenda, and they approve for Ghanaians to continue to be killed cowardly in secret. There are the Ghanaians that are for that evil pursuit. There are Americans that are for that. There are Americans that are against that. There are Europeans that are for that. There are Europeans that are against that. There are many of the nations of the world that are against that, and there are those that are for. That is where we are. That is the situation in which humanity has found ourselves. And if you are for the truth that all men are created equal, and no members of the human race can be killed, like the Ghanaian people have continued to be killed cowardly in secrecy for almost 2 decades now. If you are against that, then you are on the side of God and you are on the side of humanity. But if you are for that, then understand that you are already a loser and a failure, and you shall never prevail against the human race and against civilization. Blessed ones, all men are created equal. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Ghana. Now let's get something to think about. The good people of Dawenya. In the land of America, I have stood for the defense of the precious blood of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, who was cowardly killed through medical terrorism by the government of Nana Addo Akufo and evil sticks in America. I have stood and I have contended in defense of the blood of Ghanaians, the blood of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, before the U.S. Justice Department, before the U.S. government, before the United Nations, before the International Criminal Court. I have continued till I have come back to the land of Ghana. Ghana, my father, Nana Edubofo, and my uncle, Nana Daniel Opoku Eje, who were cowardly killed through medical terrorism under 5 weeks. They are all Ghanaians. His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atameos, whose blood I have continued to defend, was a Ghanaian. His Excellency Pa Kwesi Emisa Atta, whose blood I continue to defend, was a Ghanaian. His Excellency Dr. Busuburu Kofi Annan, whose precious blood I have continued to defend, was a Ghanaian. Ebony, my precious sister, whose precious blood I continue to defend, was a Ghanaian. Kaba, my brother, was a Ghanaian. Reverend Dr. David Nabemado was a Ghanaian. In fact, I tell us what we need to understand is His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, I want us to think, was the founder of a political party called the NDC. Let's hear it well. He was the founder of a political party called the NDC. That political party was the party through which Honorable Sam George stood and became the parliamentarian for the current constituency in which this expose is being recorded. You didn't hear me. I'm saying that His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, who was killed cowardly in secrecy, whose precious blood I have continued to defend, belonged to and was the founder of the political party NDC, on which ticket Honorable Sam George, the courageous man of the Parliament of Ghana, stood and became the parliamentarian or the parliamentarian for the constituency, Dawenya constituency, this area. Ghana, let's ask ourselves that after the cowardly secret killing of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, I came to Ghana for his funeral. This same place in which I'm recording the expose was used for the cowardly secret cover-up of the killing of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. This same constituency, secret terror cells were raised and were operated by Nana Addo Akufo in the constituency of Honorable Sam George. what I want us to think about is, does Honorable Sam George, the courageous man, does he know that it is his constituency that is being used by Nana Addo Akufo, Joe Biden and his administration, that is being used by Kandapa, Osla Owusu, IGP Dampare, to willfully cover up the killing of our people? Does Honorable Sam George, does he know? If he doesn't know, then this is very, very serious, because it means that as a parliamentarian and as an MP, he doesn't know what happens in his constituency. In fact, I have brought our attention to the helplessness of the people of Dowenya. And if the Honorable Sam George doesn't know about them, that they are happening in his constituency, that is very sad. However, if he knows that Nana Addo Akufo, Kandapa, Osla Owusu, Dampare, Joe Biden, states in America have taken over his constituency in pursuit of total nonsense of the covering up of the killing of Ghanaians. If he knows that, then what God, on the behalf of the Ghanaian people, on the behalf of the NDC party which Honorable Sam George represents, and on whose ticket he is a parliamentarian, we want to, on the behalf of humanity, call on him that he needs to stand up like the lion that he has been in the parliament of Ghana. Ghanaians have had enough of the wickedness, unthinkable disregard for the laws of Ghana, the trampling down on the constitution of Ghana, the cowardly secret killing of our diplomats, politicians, religious leaders, celebrities, and being covered up by the state. Ghanaians have had enough of that. And they are crying unto God for help and for a change. For help out of the wicked governance of Nana Addo Akufo. Honorable Sam George, before I came to America, God made me to hint you as to the fact that the dangerous US undercover agent, he's already digging under you. I caution you in advance. I have come. This is your constituency being used to pursue this evil agenda at the expense of the blood of Ghanaians. This is His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, whose blood is being trampled down by the government of the wicked. Using your constituency, are you going to remain in silence and let the whole of the Ghanaian people down? That redemption which they are hoping, they are trusting God for, are you going to remain in silence and disappoint the entire Ghanaian people and deny them the opportunity for that redemption that is to come to them? Are you going to do that? Or you are going to stand up in defense of the blood of Jerry John Rawlings, in the defense of the blood of Ghanaians, in defense of the nation Ghana? What are you going to do? God is counting on you. Are you going to remain in silence as the government has infiltrated your constituency and has raised terror cells in advancing evil cause of the government at the expense of the blood of the Ghanaian people, to the tearing down of your constituency? Are you going to remain in silence, or you are going to speak up? Ghana, Akufo to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Honorable Sam George, this is the African having moved from the White House of America, the house of Joe Biden, to the soil of Ghana and to your constituency, Dowenya, Addo, Kopi. Which streets are turned into rivers when there is a downpour, when it rains? Which hills are being pulled down by the greedy of the community and who have no regards for the community and the people of the community and for the leaders of the community. This is the African color. Ghana, Akufo to the program, testimony, the world disorder. We are going to begin to get deep. Noble Ghanaian, if you are for the fact that Ghanaians cannot be killed in pursuit of global agenda, no matter which political party, no matter which religious group you belong to, no matter which gender you belong to, and you are a Ghanaian, then we are on the same page. If you are against the cowardly secret killing of our people, if you are against the willful covering up of the blood of our people, no matter your political party, we are on the same page. But if you approve for the sake of your tummy, for the sake of a little $10, $5, for the sake of Momo that will be wired into your account from evil states in America, if you are for that, then you are against humanity and God is against you. Akufo to the program, testimony, new world disorder. Ghana, in the month of April 2022, in fact, specifically in on the 5th of April, we have heard the man Kandapa, who with IGP Dampare had colluded with the Montgomery County Police in the interest of the dangerous US undercover agent, in the willful covering up of her heinous crimes, had resulted in the killing, secret terrorism against Apieti of the Western region, January the 20th, 2022. In the month of April, we saw, as I was coming out with exposés in America, we saw Kandapa is seeking to justify, to cover up the terrorism. Try to tell the Ghanaian people we have never suffered terrorism before. In fact, the nation is under control so far as terrorism is concerned. Terrorism can never happen in Ghana. Go check on April the 5th what he was saying about terrorism, in the possibility of the terrorism in Ghana. They are in total control. Okay, Ghana, we know that he was only trying to cover up the evil of the Montgomery County Police, Joe Biden, and the terrorism that has been committed against Apiti in the interest of the US undercover agent in avenging the killing, the barbarous killing of the Haitian president. Kandapa was doing that. However, on April the 27th, I landed in Ghana, and for the past 2 weeks now, we can see the same Kandapa who want Ghanaians to think and to live as though hell is falling on them and terrorism and terrorists are standing right in their bedrooms, and that Ghana is already doomed, and terrorism, the possibility of the terror attack on Ghana is rest assured. Ever since I came to Ghana, that is the strategy, the diversionary tactics by Kandap, the so-called National Security Minister, who aid to cover up the killing of Ghanaians. We have seen him use this strategy. We have seen him using that strategy in the covering up of the evils of Dampare. Osla also, we have seen Kandapa doing that. Ghana, Akufo to the program, testimony, new world is one. We are not stupid as Ghanaians. We want them to know we are not stupid. Humanity, America, we want to let Kandapa, we want to let Dampare, we want to let Osla, we want to let Nana Addo Akufo know that we are not stupid. Ghana, in the land of America, when Joe Biden and Akufo, their willful crime covering has led to the terrorism against Apiti. They could not handle the exposés that were coming from the land of America. However, they knew for sure that because of the gross disrespect for the blood of the Ghanaian people, for the blood of innocent Africans, the evil pursuit of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which was leading to turbulence in Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso, there was 100% possibility that they were going to incur the wrath of the human race. They were going to incur the wrath of avengers. Yet, they at the same time must play very, very smart to secure themselves and to cover up for Joe Biden and his administration. So Ghana has never suffered terrorism. They were telling us. That is very good. Because they think that Ghanaians are not humans. No matter how many of us that are killed, it is okay so long as the money is coming. But we know that that is never okay and we are never going to accept it. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Ghana, we want to tell Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that God has brought me to Ghana. They couldn't succeed with Joe Biden through medical terrorism to murder me in America. God thwarted, destroyed, shattered their counsel, and I'm here in Ghana. Their own shadows of the evils against their own state, the betrayal of their state, is haunting them. And they want the Ghanaian people to think that they are dead and there is no more hope for them. But Europe, Asia, Australia, America, Africa, we know that the Ghanaian people are victims. Just like my family members in Ghana, we are victims. We are not the endorsers of this evil against the Ghanaian people. We are not the coward secret killers. It is Dampare that is betraying his state for this evil to be done. It is Osla Usu, it is Kandapa, and it is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. They are the people. They are the people serving as traitors against Ghana and getting the blood of our people covered up. That will continue to be killed so long as a US government money shall come in. They call it cash back. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. And they want to fool us, make a fool of us, that we are already dead, we are doomed. And every Ghanaian must aid them in the covering up of the killing of our people. Otherwise, we are all dead. Ghana, let's read my lips. We are not ignorant of the ugly diversionary tactics being used by the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Dampare IGP, I'm speaking to you. We are not animals in this country. Kandapa, I'm talking to you. When you have killed my father, and I have come from the US, go to the Bronx Afo to go bury my father. You sent a criminal from the United Kingdom, UK, to come rape me in the hotel where I was, to invite me and to come rape me where my father was not buried. That is how evil the people that call themselves national security, what they did when my father was getting buried. These are the kind of human beings that we have. They have no conscience towards their own people, their land, and towards their fellow humans. Ghana, you have heard this very week that Kandapa, Dampare, Osla Owusu, Akufo Addo. In fact, none of the living members of their government, not the Chief Justice, should be shamed. Not his family's image should be damaged. You understand? Not Dampare's family, not the special prosecutor, not the Attorney General of Ghana. They all are living, so they deserve their image to be preserved. You understand? Okay. So they have orchestratedly invented their diversionary tactics of using a man called Sir John. Sir John. And they are telling you the nonsense of Achimota Forest that has been sold and that has been willed by a dead man to his family members. And this has become the central focus of the media, of the Ghanaian people. However, Ghana doesn't know that. It is a willful agenda by their own government, by the national security, by the Dampare. They are doing that. In Ghana, we know that when you have a problem with the dead, and the moment the dead dies, it is finished. In fact, in the law court, if you have a case with somebody and the person dies, that is the end of the case. You understand? But because they think that we are stupid, when Sir John was alive, if what they are telling us that he did was so, nobody brought it up. He had a lawyer who was a Ghanaian who wrote that will, and the lawyer didn't see anything wrong. If he had prepared a will and have willed Achimota Forest, which is a forest reserve, to his family members, the lawyer didn't see anything wrong with that. How come that there are some members of the Akufo Addo government? How come that Ghanaians, we see a problem with that? The reason is we don't know that that is an orchestration by the government to divert our attention from the consequence of the evil that Joe Biden and his administration, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his administration used to the nation Ghana for, in the interest of the undercover agent, for the 9 months period that I exited Ghana for America. I am back. They must use every ugly tactics for that agenda. Announcement: United Kingdom, because the evil that is being pursued against Ghana, being pursued against humanity, it's not only being pursued by the government of Akufo-Addo or Joe Biden, but there are global stakes. In fact, let me mention to you one evil genius. He's very huge. He's big. They call him Mr. Who. He calls himself Tedros Adhanom Gabriel Jesus. He calls himself the boss of World Health Organization. He colluded with Boris Johnson. United Kingdom, hear me. He colluded with Boris Johnson, colluded with Joe Biden. Global stakes. And they committed medical terrorism under the cover of whichever weight they call it. While Boris Johnson was partying, fondling the breast of his girlfriends, while we were being medically terrorized. United Kingdom, they were doing this to you. They have done that. They knew that before I left America for Ghana, that whatever bubble has popped, their medical terrorism again has shattered everything, and they were exposed. I got to Ghana, and they have, because they know not to cease from evil, they have orchestrated the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I've told you that the COVID agenda was engineered by the government. Forget about China, forget about Russia, forget about any other nation. It was Ghana. What the Delta, it was orchestrated from the Kotoka International Airport in the month of May 2020. All right, 2021. the same time that I was leaving Ghana for America. You understand? When I have gotten to Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo and his administration, they have colluded with the global sticks. They have orchestrated another terrorism, medical against. They are seeking to come medically terrorize United Kingdom, to come medically terrorize Australia, to come medically terrorize Africa. You know what they are telling us? Be afraid of what they are calling monkeypox. They are calling monkeypox. They think the African people, we are stupid and we don't think. This is a sign of Africa. African Union, happy African Union to us. This expose is coming in dedication to the African Union and to the African people, to the human race. A son of Africa, Gabriel Jesus, from Ethiopia, the only fool among the noble Ethiopian people. He has one more time, under the guise of the medical help, they have engineered another medical terrorism. They want to push it as quickly as I have come to Ghana on the human race. They have coded it monkey pox. But we want to tell them that first, fool is not a fool. Europe, we shall not be fooled by them all the time. Africa, we shall not be fooled by them all the time. Asia, we shall not be fooled by them all the time. Australia, we shall not be fooled by them all the time. United America, you shall not be fooled by them all the time. The evil they have done, they have already done it. But we shall not allow them to continue engineering, orchestrating medical terrorism against us. That is what we are saying. The focus is the killing of Africans because we are African. We will not take it anymore. That is what we are telling them. Because all men are created equal. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Whether we are Judaists, whether we are Christians, whether we are from Israel, whether we are from Palestine, whether we are from Europe, whether we are from Asia, whether we are from Australia, whether we are from Ghana, whether we are from Africa, we are all at stake. And our voice is, we are not owned by men. We give power to people because not all of us can stay in the position of power. That's why we give them our mandate. We don't give them our mandate because we are not humans. We don't give them our mandate because they own our lives. No. It is respect that we have for them, that we give them our trust and our mandate, but not for them to destroy us. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Dampare, Osla Osu, Kandapa, Akufo. We must wake up to reality. No single weapon shall be used here, but God has prevailed over evil. God bless you, humanity and the nations of the world. And I say God bless our homeland Ghana. This is just the beginning. We shall not accept another medical terrorism against the human race. Period. Wherever they are coming, they are cooking the monkeypox. It is a racist agenda. You understand? It began in West Africa and Central Africa. There are good things happening in the world. It's happening in Qatar 2020. That is where we are going. We have no time for their scare tactics to steal our joy of Qatar 2020 from us. Humanity, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, to Qatar we go. God bless you. And I say God bless our homeland Ghana. Akufo, we are not stupid. Dampare, you heard me right. Kandapa, what do you mean?